Round 7. We have the two undefeated players that you would typically think in round 7 would ID and move on into top 8 and be happy
Yeah.
with their run today. But with a couple of things that throw a little bit of a different game plans into it. Jack is one of the SSG sponsored players today. So he has a bounty on his head. If he loses a match, the opposing player gets a box of Azurite seeds. So Mark has chosen to play, and they're both the only two undefeated. So even if they were to lose, they'd still be top 8, just be a lower seed potentially. So there isn't a real huge risk to play it out. And if you win, you're number 1 seed, confirmed.
Yeah.
Have to be.
Yeah, so Jack here, he wins. He protects the home team. He keeps the box in the store.
Yep.
And he gets to be the top seat.
Yep.
Mark wins. He takes that top seat spot, and he gets himself a whole box of Azurite seed.
Exactly.
And we've seen both of these players on stream
Multiple
already
times,
today.
yeah.
Multiple times.
But who doesn't love watching Blurple gameplay?
Yeah, Blurple is refreshing. It is refreshing to see.
No, this will be a very fun game to watch. I do think typically Steel Song or Amber Steel is not a good matchup for Amethyst Sapphire, but this version of Amber Steel is not bad for Sapphire Amethyst because they don't have a way to whole new world. They do go wide, but you can normally fight the board a little more. I don't know if Jack has a turn 2 ramp or not, which that's kind of relevant in this matchup. So he started with Cindy. If he doesn't have ramp and he can double 1-drop, that's not bad.
Pressure the board.
Blurple gives me PTSD. Yeah, I'm so glad that Jack's having a good showing of this today.
Yeah, as a Blurple player, what do you want to see in your opening hand in this matchup?
Again, you want to Fox, Crab, and a lot of 1-drops, pretty much. And you just keep going wide if you don't see ramp, and just keep going wide so you're able to fight their board and still draw cards while you're going wide. You really don't want to have to bounce like he just did. It plays against... This is actually pretty good for him. He can throw that Hades down, probably. It'll probably ink with that.
Yeah.
With that Tipo.
You get a little more
assume.
momentum back.
Yeah, and this puts 2 bodies out. Probably could quest with this Mim, because there's no Rapunzel value that can be generated. That's the only thing you have to really play against this deck is just Rapunzel.
Yeah. And interestingly enough, Lilo's not as scary into Blurple because you guys can send her to the Inkwell.
Not just that, with the Hades, I mean, you don't want a Hades or 2-drop, but you're playing so many characters, there's not that reset of a Be Prepared that makes it so easy for them to play Lilo.
Around, yeah.
It's annoying, it's a nuisance, but it's not the end of the world. So he elects to ink the Fox. That's interesting because if he does play Daisy could be a little problematic for Jack, but hasn't seen it yet, so it's not the end of the world either. We're still at 4 ink. No card draw, which is also not great. I think it's a Hades and an Elsa. Elsa's still really good.
Yeah.
Next turn here.
Yeah. Bit of a slower start for Jack this game.
Yeah, I mean, he saw the ramp a turn late, and it ate through his hand, and not seeing either Rabbit or Genie, that would help him tremendously if he finds one of those 2 cards.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't find an Inkable, he can't play anything in his hand. Right?
Yeah.
So Lawrence is strong, which is another card that strength. So that inking that Fox is gonna hurt. Because it's going to be, without finding a crab or something similar, it's going to be pretty difficult for Jack to deal with that Lawrence.
Yeah, check the board.
So I didn't see what he drew there. I know he had the Elsa. Is it a goat? Friends. It's probably a hard cast Friends here.
Yeah, hard cast the Friends.
You can ink Friends, swing both the Broom and Tipo into Lilo, and then Elsa draw. Okay, he's leaving the Lilo up.
Takes out the Cindy, which is a good choice if he's.
And he's gonna hit the other card with the Elsa, so it's kind of the same thing. And I think he's probably gonna banish the.
Banishes.
He didn't. he could have roll shark there, right? Because Jack swung and then said banish.
He banished it. Yeah, he sequenced
Probably
it
playing a little too fast.
yeah.
This is game one, Terrace.
Yeah, they're probably a little tired. It's been a long day.
A long day for sure.
They both have up to 3 more rounds to play out.
Yep.
So.
And Blurp will, you have to think a lot, for sure. So Hades and
Hades
Sail.
is the worst card to have. There's just no ink to play it yet.
Yeah, well, it's not the greatest in this matchup. Once they do run out of hand, because if they find like the docks and you just keep giving them more ink, they just go super wide. No genies is really what's hurting Jack.
Yeah.
Genie's so good in this matchup because they don't have evasive answers. Okay, so it looks like Mark has Kita, Piglet. Can't see that. I want to say it was a Rapunzel. I don't. Do you think you heal the Lawrence for one with a Rapunzel? Just to draw one card?
I mean, I used to play that deck, and I mean, sometimes if you have nothing else to really do, it does put a body on board. You know, that's gonna quest for 2.
But I like having a 4 attack.
Yeah.
But into Jack's deck, into Blurple, like having a 4 attack character.
Yep, it resets the Lawrence, so it's not a bad play.
Dale, I can probably post the. Let me see if I can get that for you. There you go.
So Jack's inking the
Sail. Oh, he found a rabbit. All right, so all is saved.
Yep, he drew the C off the rabbit, inks it. So he doesn't get to play it, unfortunately, because he still has 2 uninkables in hand. Playing Azurite C there might have been helpful, you know, kind of
dig one further if he's not going to ink. Oh, no, he didn't.
He had to.
Yeah, no, I think that's fine, because you have to get to where you can play this Hades.
Yeah.
I think this is fine. He really needed to find Rabbit or Genie, and now this kind of resets the board here for him.
Yeah. Now if Lawrence quests, he can just check it with Rabbit if he wants to draw a card, take the power away from Lawrence.
Yeah. Been better if he finds like a Bell.
Yeah, Bell is.
It's another Rabbit in hand. Rabbit and Hades. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you keep swinging into Lawrence is a little risky. Yeah, you swing with Rabbit, like you said. That's right, and then finish it with Elsa so that he can't get Rapunzel value.
Yeah, exactly. And then you draw the card.
Still wanted to put that to 3. Dangerous. Super dangerous, right? Because you just gave him fuel for Belle.
Yeah, you just kind of made Belle stronger, where she can just kind of take the Calhoun.
Obviously, we know that Jack doesn't have the Belle in hand, but definitely does play Belle.
Yeah, you have to respect the Belle. The Belle.
It's a game changer. It can definitely change games.
So he does opt to check the Rabbit, finish the Lawrence.
I think there's a Genie in hand now too.
Yeah, so draw the extra card. Probably goes for the Genie here.
I'm wondering if Mark forgot he has a Lilo in.
Yeah, that he has it in.
Yeah. See, now this is where it's gonna get a little harder. Yeah, I think Mark has forgotten he's got a Lilo in his graveyard. I think there's a Kita and a Baloo, right?
Yeah, he may also be trying to dump his hand, hoping that he sees a dock.
There it is. There. Maybe he had the dock. If he had the dock in hand, that'd make a lot more sense.
Yeah, not play the Lilo, so he can just kind of move through all his cards.
Jack was on the play this game.
So resist is gonna actually help Mark in this because
for sure
there's a lot of checking and trading. There's not a lot of hard removal. Just let it goes in Hades.
So I think Jack might be the hardest person to see what is in his hand because he moves it so fast. So I think there's an 8-cost Elsa. I think you just play the Elsa down and start turning sideways.
Yeah, just keep Calhoun.
Yep, because he's going to put up lore very fast. There's only 2 cards left. Strength is like the only card that's super scary.
Yeah, we're such a wide board now. Strength for 4 right now.
Kita would be a punish for that if you did play the Elsa.
Yeah.
So it's Elsa, Rabbit, Diablo, I think.
Spirit of Winter also.
Yeah, Spirit of Winter, 8 cost Elsa.
Yeah, that's probably the best play if he has 8. But I mean, Rabbit.
I think you want to find some kind of bounce for this Baloo, so he never gets that lore off of Baloo. So you can bounce Hades back.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are your 2 targets here? Probably Calhoun and
Doc.
he's giving him the
He gives
lore.
him the lore. They are at a point in the game, you know, where 2 lores not.
Yeah, he's really not that far.
Not
yeah.
horrible to give him.
There's the Lilo
there's
now.
Lilo. So yeah, I think he was just not playing it, so he
Yep,
dumped
yep,
hand
you're
for
right,
Doc.
100%. I couldn't see his whole hand, so not knowing how much he had in there.
But he does have a Rapunzel again now, so
Rapunzel can't get any value here.
no, nothing really. So he does play the Kita.
It's one way to force Rapunzel value. Now, 2 cost Mim bounce here would be really good. Now it doesn't have an ink anymore, but
No, yeah, if he snaked the Elsa and he just kind of kept going. And
no, you
kept
can snake the
looping.
Elsa, shift it on the other Elsa, freeze 2 more cards,
Yeah.
and turn sideways, and it's
Yep.
just like
Then
6 lore in a turn, and
he locks it, then he just kind of look for another snake.
Yep.
Or the next turn.
mm-hmm.
Just loop it.
This is tough for Jack because now he has to think about if he quests with Elsa and Hades, which obviously you probably want to do to try to progress.
Mhm.
It's gonna make
So
he buffed
He crab. I wonder what he buffed. The Elsa?
Elsa because he's gonna swing this Kita in now and draw for Rapunzel.
Yeah.
But it's so hard to play around it at this point in the game.
He's thinking. It looks like Jack's thinking about just passing.
No, he's not gonna. I think he's thinking about how he's gonna do this because there's Kita trigger out.
Yeah,
so
keys figure out.
you can't do Elsa. Elsa only attack for 1.
Yeah. So I'm wondering, what did he
He's-
buff?
I don't know if he targeted Elsa, then Mark maybe like you said Elsa and forgot about the Kita. That could be the discussion. Yeah, that works. That's for 2.
So Lilo.
The crab
Blast.
cancels out the damage.
And obviously Jack doesn't know that there is a Rapunzel.
And, I mean, you want to play around it.
Yeah, but you can't.
You-
You, can't lose momentum.
It's hard. So he brought the Lilo back. So this is probably Kita and Calhoun into Elsa. Has to be Elsa, I think.
Yeah, he knows he needs to get that Elsa off the board before he can bounce it and start
Yeah.
just looping it.
Oh, he's just gonna quest.
15. Oh,
Yeah, but I mean, with a crab out, that's not that scary.
no, but he
He can still kill the whole board, except the 2 daisies.
set the 2 days. Days put him at 19.
But there's no extra lore.
No, there's no extra lore. There's no way to cheese the last one.
Mm-mm.
There's no goats in this game.
He's got, man, got to bring the cams back just a little for top 8, I think, because it's really hard to see what's in their hands.
Yeah.
Fox is so good here.
Yeah. So
Buff.
he gets the buff.
Maybe. What do you buff here?
Maybe the rabbit and make a good trade and draw
He's
a
gonna
card.
buff the Elsa.
Buffs the Elsa. Takes out the Kita.
If you find like. Now shift it, please. Yeah.
There he goes. Yep.
Yep.
Taps of daisies.
That's gonna.
That's gonna put a damper. That's gonna put a damper on Mark's play. He did not want to see that.
Yep. Yep.
And there goes the board.
And you have this set up for removing both daisies.
Yeah.
And his hand is empty.
Yeah. So this is actually where Jack starts to like just kind of climb back.
Yep. I mean, you still have to deal with Lilo, I think, every turn. And it is rough having that Elsa have 5 damage on it.
Damage. Yeah. He needs a bell here to heal her up a little bit.
Because if a storm off the top would make you sad.
Yep.
It's not
That
storm,
would-
he probably would have. Ooh,
Baloo.
that's also not fun.
Now.
He can still. Now he can't remove both daisies and the Lilo, and he goes to 19 pretty much. Unless there's another bounce in hand, I can't see.
Yeah,
He has to remove stuff.
He has to go through the blue.
Bounce for Hades, maybe.
What a top deck.
There wasn't a quest with Daisy. The Daisy was frozen by Elsa's.
Yeah. Yeah, Jack does shuffle like that.
It's also not bad to use Elsa, but he has to. This is hard too, because now that Lilo is rather annoying at this point.
Yeah, and he had to.
Daisy's gonna
run.
take him to 19. Another Baloo is lights out pretty much.
Yeah, and crazy enough
that 2 lore before.
Hades can't even one shot of Daisy.
Yeah, the 7 for
The
one cost.
The 7
except
can't
on
kill
play.
a 1 cost. And there's
Wait.
bounce.
1, 2. Did he just find that? He did, right?
There's the bounce. There's Tipo.
Right, because he could have just bounced Hades.
Yeah, no, yeah.
He had to have just found that off the genie.
Yeah, he got that off the genie. So.
But finding Elsa is pretty much gonna lock this game out too.
Yeah, because then
the stream shouldn't be super quiet.
Quest.
Maybe the mic is our mic kind of low for you guys.
Mic low? Can you hear us, chat?
It hasn't been. Oh, it's a little low.
Low.
I don't think we changed anything. Let me.
We'll double check. So he brings back the Lilo. And.
Oh, he just bumped it up a little bit. Okay, awesome.
Okay.
All right, so we are wide, with a big Elsa in hand. So this Daisy is gonna quest. Go to 19. Draw Jack. Oof.
That's. We get a Piglet.
It doesn't matter here. You just play big Elsa. I think. Actually, you probably play the 5-cost Elsa to set up lethal the following turn.
Yeah, just tap down.
The
Piglet, kill the board.
Yep. That's probably the right play. And then have you a big Elsa to. No, you actually can't win the following game, I guess.
All right. Then he just.
No, I still think you play big Elsa.
Yeah, you can. You just keep the Piglet tapped.
And quest for 5. Go to 14.
And he chooses to kill the Piglet, draw the card.
Yeah, I mean that's not bad, but I think you probably just get that extra lore.
Yeah, at this point in the game.
It's game on board anyways. Right, he can't untap the Piglet. Like if he does untap it with Fen, it can't quest. Who cares? You're winning the following turn anyways.
No.
I feel like that was a little closer than it needed to be. Jack also again did not see his ramp on turn 2.
No, his ramp came
and
turn
didn't
late.
see any rabbits or genies till really late as well.
Very slow start. So slow start and still was able to come back through it. Very big plays with Spirit of Winter. I mean, she's just really, really strong right now, and just showing that she was tough since set 1, and she's still tough today.
This is Blurple was a very good take today. I think Jackson a hell of a pilot as well, but as these Amber Steel decks transition to more of this dock diggy hole, whatever you want to call it, variations, I think it's a lot fairer for Blurple to handle.
Yeah. What is it? Only 2?
Yeah, only 2.
Only
2
2
people on Blurple. Yeah, 2 people on Blurple today.
Only 2 people on Blurple today, chat.
Yep. It is. I personally am biased, but I think one of the hardest decks to pilot.
Yeah, no, it's not easy. There's a lot of times I'm looking at these boys and they're playing 2 Merlin rabbits and just letting the whole board build up, and I'm like, what's happening right now?
Pluto's just not a good card. Never hurt me.
Pluto hurt you. Yeah, the first round was for Jack took it. So now we're going to game 2.
Yep. All right, we see ramp on 2 in 2 forms, especially having it with Tipo is really good for this matchup because you're leaving a body behind. So having that body instead of sale is very relevant.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if he would you just opt to like mulligan the sale here?
No, it's just
Still keep
ink.
it?
It's just ink.
Just think it.
Yep. Ink Tipo first, probably ink sale turn 2. But if you have something else that you'd rather ink, you can, but because it draws cards later.
Yeah.
But you do eat through a lot of ink early on, especially when you don't have a 4 cost draw card like he doesn't.
So yeah, to replenish the gene.
Yeah, you want that
rabbit.
to find the draw to kind of reset you, and from there you kind of now you're just playing your game.
Yeah, and you're just kind of going in. I do like how Jack utilizes the rabbits, where he does make trades
Mm-hmm.
or get the damage he needs to just keep drawing cards.
Yep. Absolutely.
You know, a lot of times I see people get scared where they just kind of hold up the rabbit, protect the rabbit because they want to keep trying to bounce it, but
Yep. You got to win the game
you
at some
gotta win
point.
the game. Yeah, if you don't have a card to bounce it and you need to clear the board, rabbit's the perfect thing. Same thing with a goat. You know, check something, gain a lure.
Yep.
Plus
Could definitely happen, Terrace, based on what I've seen in top 8. Potentially. All right. So we have. I think I see a crab. Let's see. Daisy. Daisy is not the worst thing for this deck, at all to see. He may go the sale route if he has 2 1-drops.
Yeah, because Tipo's not gonna.
Because
with that.
what Tipo does, you can use crab. I can't see if he has Diablo and Chernobog. No, it's probably still Tipo. It's probably still Tipo.
Yeah, he T-Bows out. And Daisy actually isn't bad because it potentially can draw him cards. And then he just takes it out with a fox.
Yeah, yep.
So there you go. He got a Donald Duck.
Yep.
And it's either ink or a ramp spell.
There's literally, I think, 9, depending on the list, there's 9 or 10 cards that Daisy does not hit, yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, you're talking about 2 Daisy triggers that could potentially just fuel his hand.
Yep, this is going to be a lot of lore, though.
Yeah, 6 lore. Nothing,
Well,
4 to
yeah,
6, 4 to 6.
Yeah, he was going to gain 5 next turn, so he'll be at 7. Assuming he has a character in hand, which I'd imagine he does.
Yeah.
I think he probably has to hold this Chernobog back and not do anything with it. Just in case, yeah.
Yeah.
Because if he were to swing into that Chernobog or able to kill the Tipo, that would really hurt him.
No, yeah. Yeah, smart play to...
The bank briefcase. Ah, man, I love seeing Purple do well, especially with good pilots. I'm sure they will. It's up to the players. They may just post the colors. But anyone that's going to Continentals, they may not want to show their exact list yet, but I think most of them will probably be posted.
Yeah. Most people don't really have
Yeah, they don't care.
issue with it.
Yeah.
We've seen. If you watch the stream, you see the decks anyway.
Yep.
If they were on camera, so.
So this is a really good turn, right? Gets rid of Daisy and lives, and then this Chernobog trades with Piglet.
Yep.
We're almost resetting now.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still at 7, which is no joke.
No.
Okay, all the top cut will be posted. I apologize, I was wrong about that. All the top cut will be posted. And then I think we will have VODs as well.
So yeah, Lawrence again.
Lawrence is not the worst thing either, because if Jack has any way to bounce that crab back, Tipo trades into Lawrence.
This is true.
Yeah, so it's
This is true. Hey, quest with crab.
I
bounce
lost
crab.
to 99 puppies. Wasn't that in a sealed event? So yeah, I lost to 99 puppies in a
That's
sealed
99
event.
puppies, bro?
You know what that is?
Yeah, it's the spell. It gives you lore.
Yeah, it gives your like plus something lore or something like
Yeah,
that.
I think it gives you lore based off the lore in your
It's
character.
completely unplayable card and constructed, but yeah.
And sealed, they got you, huh?
And sealed. Yeah, I don't really pay attention to what happens in sealed. Lilo into Cindy. Looks like a Sticky Mickey. And is Doc? I think Doc was his last card.
Doc was the last card, yeah. So he's
Oh, is he just gonna hold the Lawrence back?
yeah, which is smart because
I mean, Jack's sitting on 5 ink though, right? Like Elsa is kind of a
Elsa's
blowout.
Elsa's a lot. Yeah, he does Elsa. Then we tap the Lawrence, but then he's not able to do the crab play. Yeah, he does choose to
He has Elsa too.
the
Does have the Elsa.
the spirit.
This spirit, yeah. This spirit.
So he does choose to protect Lawrence. Okay, so
Yep.
Lawrence does get tapped down anyway. So then boom, Tipo dies. Crab kills it.
Yep.
So
That is really. Jack's kind of running away with this now. I mean, not running away. Let me not say that because it's still a lot of game left to play.
yeah, a couple daisies and a couple Baloos here, and it could be a whole
Yeah.
other game.
But him being at 5. Okay, Kita. I think it's Doc is his last card. Yeah. So he docks, and Pete's pretty irrelevant against Blurple, to be honest. It stops you from playing friends. And Let It Go, and Sail.
It's essentially ink. The ink in this.
Yeah. I mean, it also is a 3-cost singer. That's relevant.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's not.
But we are only playing 8 songs in this version, so.
Wow, that's pretty crazy. They took a draw. Crab's not banished. Crab's still alive. It's just just Tipo.
Yeah, Tipo hits the Lawrence, and it gets rid of Lawrence's ability. So he goes to a 0-4, and then Crab just finishes him off and takes 0 damage. So
Yep, swinging in.
taking it out, good trades.
1 card left, right?
Trades gonna kill. Yeah, 1 card,
And with Donald now, Jack's sitting on 7 ink
7 ink.
with cards that draw when they are banished. So
Yep. Yeah, Jack's in a really good spot right now. Actually, really good spot. You know.
and this is what happens. Like so, normally Steel Song is really rough for specifically Blurple because they're able to wheel and go wide and just sit there and keep going wide. This, if they don't see a bunch of docks, it's not super hard. This is still not over, right?
No, but he's not able to replenish his hand and just keep, fueling the fire.
I want to see what was in Jack's hand there.
Looks like Jack's gonna have to start mopping the board up here.
Yeah, that Winnie the Pooh playmat is really, really cool.
Oh, Wizard the Pooh?
Which,
no,
that's just like a custom one. It's pretty cool.
I like the Wizard the Pooh.
Oh, this is good. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's.
He's mopping the board.
I guess that's fine.
Yeah, I mean he clears Mark's board. Yeah,
I think I would have. I think. Did he bounce that with the Mim?
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
So we bring Lilo back.
Yep.
We go Shmi. We go Daisy.
Okay.
So again, the deck does have the ability to put a lot of 2 questers on board that are annoying to deal with.
But Blurple just bounces and keeps exerting stuff, and then you get to the point where you play Big Elsa and they cry. Maybe they don't put the eyes on there to get away from trademarks. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. You could say that's not Winnie the Pooh or Eeyore.
Yeah.
That's,
Can't see their eyes.
That's Hinny the Who.
Yeah. Oh my! Another Elsa bounce.
Yeah. This.
I think I probably would have banished the broom there to draw.
Yeah, and I thought he was. Maybe he forgot. He actually quested with it before he did anything else.
Yeah.
That was his first move of his turn. So I think that was originally his play, and maybe he just maybe these guys are just moving so fast. But yeah, I think the same thing. Yeah. Me and Gabe were talking about there's just a point in the game where the broom and the Chernobog, you just 100% pop it.
Yeah.
Because it's really not going to do anything for you.
It depends. Like, you don't mind trading it sometimes.
Yeah, on lower end aggro.
Yep.
But you definitely don't want to not get the card advantage if it's just going to get checked out.
Oh, yeah, they are part of the public domain. They got those horror movies about them now. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah, Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah. I don't know why they don't. Maybe it's part of the horror movie.
Let's see. First thing he. Okay.
Oh,
No, he does.
okay. He didn't draw off a genie first? No, he did. Okay. Or did he just draw 2?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, see, he missed it. That's what I thought.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a talk with my boy Jack.
Yeah, he's got to slow down.
Slow down a little bit.
Yeah, he's got to slow down. Oh, this is a lot of card draw. And just turn sideways here. If he gets Rapunzel value, you're kind of like, okay, that's fine. I have lethal on board. 2, 3.
It's 20. He'll go to 22. So 22.
This has to be a Rapunzel play then, right? If he's swinging in with Daisy.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He goes to 20 still.
Yeah, but I mean, can ink a card with 2 ink?
And he
what
can't
can
sing
he-
anything though.
Yeah, that's the
So
thing.
he just loses.
With 2 ink, he really can't do much.
Yeah, that he can't. If he could sing a strength here
Sing
after playing a
something, he
character,
could
maybe, but
delay.
that's it.
So he just kind of aggro's out here.
He's hoping Jack doesn't see he has
Lethal.
16 on board or
Yeah.
6 on board to go to 20.
So actually, he's at 19 now, I believe. So if there's an else, he could shift and win.
Oh, he has 20 on board.
Oh,
wait, what
He
did-
to go? He had 19. He took out.
Oh, he took out the
He took
Mim.
out the
Oh,
Mim,
okay.
yeah.
I missed that part. I looked away for a second.
So quests out for goat. So there
Yeah.
it is. Jack takes it.
Undefeated.
Undefeated, clean. 2-0.
Blurple.
SSG player not giving up the box.
Yeah, how
with
about that?
Blurple.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I might be practicing.